Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Daniel Farisi. I'm a student at English Department of the University of Mataram. Today I'm going to introduce and explain the West Nusa Tenggara Museum. If you are curious about this amazing museum, don't forget to watch this video until the end and check it out. Okay, let's go start. At the beginning of our journey, we can see the front of the museum, which has a clean, neat and comfortable atmosphere. The museum building features an architectural style inspired the traditional houses of the Sasak people. Okay, next we will toward the main entrance of the museum. This museum is not only a tourist destination but also an educational center and source of information for people who want to learn more about the history and culture of West Nusa Tenggara.
Okay guys, today we are going to introduce the flora and fauna of NTB. So here is flora and fauna of NTB. So the diversity of flora and fauna in West Nusa Tenggara is so be protected and conserved as it is already on the verge of extinction. A sense of awe and pride of our citizens to be firmly imprinted in order that the surviving flora and fauna can continue to grow and flourish. According to the Indonesian government regulation, species of plants and animals as protected species, it is a first for anyone to cultivate and store, possess, capture, take picture, and remove or trade protected plants and animals and or their parts without the permission of the Natural Resources Conservation Center of West Nusa Tenggara. Education about the flora and fauna is needed so that people can understand and appreciate how important it is so to preserve the species of flora and fauna that have started to be in order to maintain and integrate our ecosystem. That's it. Okay, next I will explain you about the natural and cultural heritage as a source of historical and science. A heritage is a trail which is a source of history and science and which serves as a guideline for understanding the present and planning for the future. There are two types of heritage. The first is natural heritage, which is a sort of historical and scientific knowledge of the process of Earth's creation and its dynamics, with the potential and the result becoming a sort of communal pride for its inhabitants. Second is cultural heritage, is containing the traces of a long journey full of the symbolism of man and religion, language and literature. The arts, history, science and the technology, the economic system, social norms and organization and so on from the owners and supporters of the community culture concept which they have created on the basis of strong values and noble meanings. This cultural heritage is maintained by logic, which set out what is wrong and what is right. Ethics, which distinguishes between the good, not so good, and not good, and aesthetic, which draw the line between what is beautiful and what is ugly. Because of this, the State Museum of West Nusa Tenggara recognized the maintaining and preserving this nature and culture is both a right and obligation of the Sasak, Samawa, and Ambojo communities. As a right, natural and cultural heritage should be useful and beneficial in building the shaping personality and self-identity. While it's a liability, it is the duty and responsibility of successive generation to continue to develop natural and cultural heritage. In this connection, the nature and cultural heritage already available in the abundance contains material for education in the humanities and science. Maybe that's all. Let's see.
used by the people of Lombok in war first. You can see this is from Empenan Lombok in the Cangkok. People also war using weapon, and then Lombok using sword. Next, there are various traditional clothes from Lombok, such as traditional clothing. They have the first is from Bayan, next is from Sasak, and the next is Bima and Sumbawa. And next, there are various ceremony items from Lombok. Here we can learn what kinds of tools or objects were used when someone passed away. And then beside it, there are also wedding ceremony items. In this section, there are either rimba, lingga kapanca, tapak, and tulang kuningan or tulang. And then there are many other items here, such as jar or key, and this is the biggest gucci here. And then there is also a display about the meaning of the Lombok swords, including figures of people who are crafting it. And then we can also see the traditional Lombok musical. It is here. You can see so many traditional Lombok musical, the instrument, and various traditional games from the past. But it's not here. It's the beside here. Yeah, this is the traditional Lombok musical instrument too. So very various. So many traditional Lombok musical instrument. And then various traditional games from the past that have cangklak, presian, yeah, you can read this the folk sports. And then one of the most interesting parts is the magical object from Lombok. Is however not all of them objects from
original items have not been found until now, so they are not exhibited. Here is the magical objects from Lombok. See, they have a spiritual power. If you see that. Finally, we have reached the end of our tour at the Nusa Tenggara Barat Museum. This museum gives us a deeper understanding of the history, culture, and tradition of the people of Lombok and other regions in Nusa Tenggara. I hope this tour has been informative and enjoyable for all of you. And then thank you for your attention and for joining me today. If you are interested in history and culture, I highly recommend